Your clients are seriously misinformed, and it is costing you millions over the course of your career. This is DSP, David Stephen Patterson. I'm the creator of 7-Figure Headhunter, and today I'm going to explain the concept of faulty mental models and how it's negatively impacting your ability to work with clients at a higher level. For the absolute best recruitment marketing strategies you'll ever find on the interwebs from the only trainer who's actually the real deal, an active headhunter that actually practices what he preaches and puts his money where his mouth is. Subscribe and hit that bell so you can be the first to hear when I have new content that's going to take your recruiting practice to that next level. So let's tackle a myth head on, shall we? And it's one that I hear all the time. Whenever I talk about automation systems, I always get the occasional recruiter that'll pipe up and say, clients and candidates want human interaction. They don't want to be automated. Okay, so let's set the record straight. This is not some sort of automated system like an ordering kiosk at McDonald's. I hate those, by the way, where your client basically types in the type of candidates they want to see on a screen, then some sort of AI, Elon Musk sort of cyborg, spits out a matching candidate. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's actually quite the opposite. You see, your ideal clients, those high-level decision makers, are getting bombarded with 5, 10, 15 cold calls every single day, and even more email solicitations flooding their inbox. And LinkedIn is even worse. LinkedIn is full of recruiting leg-humpers that are hitting up decision makers all day long. We've all met those people, leg-humpers, right? They're the ones who are always asking for something before they've even earned the right to ask. Hey, can we meet? Hey, do you have any positions I can work on? Hey, need help with that? Or the worst, hey, I'm calling to check in. Hey, I'm calling to touch base. Really? Like, what are you touching, dude? Now, those leg-humpers, and they're all out there. I get messaged incessantly from these guys. Do you ever buy something from them? Or for that matter, do you respond at all? I don't. I'm sure you don't either. All they want to do is sell, 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 sell. Again, leg humpers. Now, bottom line, your prospects just don't have the time or the mental energy to build a human connection with every Tom, Dick, and Harry who happens to cold call them with a halfway decent script. But unfortunately for recruiters, we tend to live in an echo chamber. We only see our single call to that prospect, but we don't realize that they're bombarded every day by other recruiters who are just as good, if not better, than us. Imagine this. Let's say you get 10 cold calls today. Now, 9 are from salespeople you've never heard of. You don't know their name, you don't know anything about them, never heard of the company, etc. And while they may have great scripts, you're probably not going to give them the time of day. But that 10th salesperson calls you, and you recognize their name, you've read their articles, you've seen their videos, you've gotten value from their content. Heck, not only is their content valuable, it's actually fun and engaging. So would you take the call? Maybe not every time, but more likely than not, you probably would. Now, this is automation. You see, if done right, it's not about dehumanizing the sales process. It's the exact opposite. It's about creating informed buyers and allowing a more human connection without all those barriers that they always put up when we cold call them. See, your ideal clients are what I call sophisticated yet uninformed buyers. They're sophisticated in the sense that they've heard all the scripts, they've heard all the one-liners, they've heard all the rebuttals to their objections, and quite frankly, they are not easily swayed. On the flip side of the coin, though, they're uninformed in the sense that many of them are stuck in this mental model of reality that does not serve them. So, what's a mental model, you may ask? I'm glad you asked. This is the official definition. A mental model is an explanation of someone's thought process about how something works in the real world. It's a representation of the surrounding world, the relationships between its various parts, and a person's intuitive perception about his or her own acts and their consequences. Or in other words, it's basically someone's mental math that they use to navigate the world. We all have them. You've got them, I've got them, and they can either help you or hinder you. Now, for many hiring managers, here's their mental model. They need to hire, so they throw a job open to 4 or 5 contingency recruiters and HR, let them duke it out for free, and whoever finds the best candidate the fastest earns the fee. Now, from the client's perspective, sounds great. There's no skin in the game, which means in their minds, zero risk. But we know the real deal, don't we? The existence of HR timestamps means recruiters skip on quality control in an effort to get a resume in and tagged before their competitors do. Since recruiters only fill 20% of the contingency job orders they work on, there's no incentive to really deep dive on a search. They only look at job board candidates and those in their immediate network because they don't want to eat the cost of an unsuccessful search, which is the majority of searches that they work on. Or when they do find a star candidate, they send that candidate to multiple clients, just like their trainers told them to. Increases the competition for said candidate, but from a recruiter's perspective, they have to because they have to spread their risk. And of course, savvy candidates know that if they don't accept an offer, we don't get paid. And that's why our clients feel like we represent the candidates, even though they're the ones footing the bill. Now, I could go on and on. I've got dozens of examples, but bottom line, does that sound like a good deal for our clients? Imagine if you went to 5 accountants to get your taxes done, and you told all 5 accountants to do the work for free. And of course, once they're done, you'll review their work and you'll pay whoever, in your opinion, did the best job the fastest. Would you trust any accountant who took that job? I sure as hell wouldn't. Let's say you did find 5 accountants, though, who would take that job. Now, would it be unreasonable to assume that they would not offer the same level of service to you that they would offer to one of their top clients? He uses them exclusively and he pays them in advance. The end cost will probably remain the same, but in both cases, the quality of the work will be dramatically different. It's unreasonable to expect an accountant to provide the same level of service to a client who has no skin in the game. And when the odds are that that accountant will only get paid for their hard work 20% of the time. Now, is contingency search bad? No. But oftentimes, contingency search is the best search option for your clients, especially if it's not really a critical or urgent search. But what I hate about my industry is that recruiters will say whatever they need. Hell, they'll even promise the moon so they can get a contract signed and work on a contingency job order and then, of course, give contingency service. So we have a perfect storm of sophisticated buyers who have a faulty mental model that is not being challenged, being serviced by recruiters who promise the moon but don't deliver. Is it any wonder why our ideal clients are so resistant when we try to sell them on a higher level solution? So how do you crack this puzzle? It's a good question. Check out my next video where I will talk about the billboard effect, on how you can break through all those faulty mental barriers getting in the way of you truly serving your clients at a higher level. And if you're a search firm owner or an independent recruiter or even just working stiff, but you feel like you have what it takes to build a true 7-figure recruiting practice, but you just need a roadmap on how to get there, don't worry, I got you covered. Click on the link right down there and download the Lighthouse Method. It's my 26-page guide for entrepreneurial recruiters on how to start working for free on contingency by creating informed buyers before you ever get on the phone with them. You can also check out my site, davidstephanpatterson.com, for even more training, or check out my masterclass on implementing the Lighthouse Method, and that link for that is also right down there. Now, if you're interested in my 90-day private one-on-one mentorship program that's designed to lead you by the hand as you create a full marketing ecosystem of your own, then check the links down below to apply for a free 45-minute strategy call with yours truly. And on that call, we'll do a deep dive into your practice. We'll look at what's working. We'll look at what's not working. We'll look at where you're at now, where you want to go for 2019. And you'll walk away with an actionable strategy that you can implement right now. And if you want to join my private Facebook strategy group that's specifically designed for headhunters and executive recruiters, so if you're not a headhunter or executive recruiter, please don't apply. Sorry, HR. Click the link down below and you can start networking with thousands of the best, but to be fair, also the most foul-mouthed bunch of recruiters this side of SourceCon. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button, share it with your friends or anybody else who you suspect just may be a victim of their clients' faulty mental models. And hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified when I drop even more juicy content your way. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.